Hey guys, Dwayne Bryant here from WagerTalk.com, getting ready to drop some situation information on you for today's games. Today being Wednesday, March 24th. Before I get into those trends and angles that I'm going to be talking about, make sure you check out dbbets.com. When you go there, check out my 7-day all access package. When you get to the checkout, use coupon code DB39. It'll give you $39 off. My 7-day all access package includes all totals, all 5% max bets for the full 7 days. Works out to $80, and with the way that my volume has been lately, it's going to work out to about $3 per play, so a great deal there. Again, that is coupon code DB39 at checkout on my 7-day all-access pass at dbbets.com. So as I mentioned, I'm going to be looking at some trends and angles here, some of which I agree with and some of which I don't. And I'll explain why as I get through. Number one here, it says to play the under on the first half total when a team is looking for revenge for a straight-up loss as a home favorite of 7 or more, and they're off 2 or more straight home wins. Now this situation has gone 23-4, 85% winners over the last 5 seasons. It is active on tonight's game between the Clippers and the Spurs. Because these teams met on January 5th. Clippers were an 8-point home favorite to the Spurs. They lost the game 116-113. And now the Clippers find themselves off back-to-back home wins over Charlotte and Atlanta. So that puts them into this system. This one I do like. We've got a revenge-minded team, which is always extra motivation. Especially if it was a team, they're the better team. They're the team that was heavily favored and lost. They're playing well now. They're off 2 straight home wins, so they have some momentum as well. So this is a situation that I actually do like. Moving on to number 2. This one says to play the under on the first half total if it is between 111 and 115.5. And one team has beaten the spread by 54 or more points in their last 10 games. And they're facing an opponent that has lost against the spread by 48 or more points in their last 10 games. Now this one is active on Denver-Toronto tonight, and this one has gone 24-7, 77% winners over the last 5 seasons. But I think this one is complete BS. I look at this front, back, upside down. I can't find any handicapping logic behind this trend whatsoever. To me, it looks more like a happy coincidence, and we should see some, return to the mean here. And that might be why this system is only 2-3 so far this season. Moving on to number 3, we're looking to play on a road favorite on the first half line after 42 or more games, if they're a good three-point shooting team that makes at least 36.5% of their three-pointers on the season, and they're going against a poor three-point defense that has allowed 36.5% or worse on the season, if both teams are good ball-handling teams, turning the ball over less than or equal to 14.5 turnovers per game, this one also is active on Denver over Toronto this evening. This one has gone 53-21, which is 72% winners over the last 5 seasons. And as convoluted as it might sound, I do kind of like this one because I can make some sense out of it. First, we have, we're looking at the parameter 42 or more games. So we're well into the season. We've got a lot of in-season current data to pull from to get the numbers that we're about to get into. And those numbers are the three-point shooting, offense and defense. We have one team that is a good three-point shooting team, shooting better than or equal to 36.5%, and they happen to be facing a team that doesn't defend the three very well. And in today's NBA, it seems to me like, at least when I'm watching these games, it seems like all teams are doing is just running up and down the floor shooting three-pointers. So, having a huge three-point edge like this, that makes sense to me. The parameter here at the end, if both teams are good ball handling teams. The way I interpret that is neither team should have a huge turnover edge one way or the other. So our team that has the big 3-point shooting edge here, they should not be giving away any of that edge because of a turnover deficit. So, Denver here on the first half line as the road favorite. And I think it's probably around a pick or -1 right now, if I'm not mistaken. That looks legit to me. Lastly for today, I'm going to look at an NHL trend here. And this one says over the last 3 seasons, Anaheim is a perfect 7-0 to the under in road games against poor power play teams that score on less than 14.5% of their power play chances. Now, this one is active tonight on Anaheim, Minnesota. And this one I do like also. Teams, and this is based around Anaheim being 7-0 to the under on the road. Most teams do score less on the road anyway, so it makes sense from their side of things. On the Minnesota side of things, they're the home team here, but they've got a lousy power play. In fact, their power play success rate is only 9.28%, which is the worst in the NHL. So if your home team's not scoring when they've got a man advantage or a 2-man advantage, it doesn't bode well for them to be getting many pucks into the net. So this one makes sense to me. Looking at the under there, Anaheim, Minnesota in the NHL tonight. That'll do it for me today. This is going to be a show that I'm going to do on a daily basis. I'm going to pick a few of these trends and angles and break them down and see which ones look legit to me, which ones don't. What I will say is you never want to base any bet on any one single piece of information, and that includes any one trend or angle. So just because I mention a trend that supports one side or an over or an under, that doesn't mean I'm going to be making a bet on that side or total. It's only to be used as one piece in the handicapping puzzle. Please keep that in mind as we go through these day to day. Again, make sure you head over to dbbets.com. The coupon code is DB39 to get $39 off my 7-day all-access pass. It's going to work out to about $3 per play for your 7 days. Great deal at dbbets.com. That'll do it for today, guys. As always, best of luck on all your wagers.